What's going on, guys? This is Seb here, and today I'm bringing you a commentary on how to deal with skill-based matchmaking, the thing that has been bugging everyone in this Call of Duty. It was bad in last year's Call of Duty, but it's even worse in this Call of Duty. And I'm gonna give you some tips on how to deal with it. But first off, it's been 7 years since I made my last video, and to anyone who's still subscribed and sees this video, actually watches it, thank you. It means a lot to me, and I'm gonna be posting more regularly. At least that's the plan. I hope I can see this through. And to anyone else who's new to my channel, welcome. So the thing I want to discuss today is skill-based matchmaking. There's a lot of people talking about it, there's loads of videos on it. So what's my take on it? I think that it's bad in this game, as in, if you do well, then yes, you are going to face better players, but I don't really think it's a bad thing. It's a bad thing if you really just want to play casually, but to anyone else who wants to get better at this game or just a shooter in general, it may work in your advantage. And by that, I don't mean you have to just sweat your ass off, because, of course, if you're going to do better, you're going to get matched up against better players, and most of them are going to sweat. There's a certain skill bracket where a lot of people are really just going to camp because they want to save their precious KD. And to that, I say, don't do that. I mean, it's okay if you keep your KD in mind, especially if you play team deathmatch or maybe kill confirmed, then it's okay. But if you play objective game modes, try and just leave your KD for what it is. Personally, I play a lot of team deathmatch, maybe some kill confirmed, because I'm almost always playing on my own. And if I do match up with a friend, then yes, we're gonna play some domination. I really like Control, the new game mode. But other than that, it's team deathmatch for me, and I'll explain why. I think team deathmatch is a place where you can really learn a lot of mechanics, shooter-wise as well. Just think about it. It's all about getting into gunfights and actually winning them. If you end up positive at the end of the match, then you've done well. You've at least done your job for the team. Whereas if you play an objective game mode and you're gonna start think about your KD a lot, you're probably just gonna ignore objectives, which usually actually leads to less kills and more deaths, but it's just a bad thing to do. So that's why I usually play team deathmatch. And I noticed that once I'm doing well, like let's say I get a few good games, let's say 3 good games, KD above 2, maybe 3. Then obviously skill-based matchmaking is gonna kick in. And then I'm gonna match against better players, and usually I try to just get a 1 KD. If I notice that skill-based matchmaking kicked in, then I think 1 KD will be fine. And it doesn't I'm trying to maintain my own playstyle, if that makes any sense. So obviously, if I really want to get 1 KD, I could just sit in a corner of the map, camp, but I'm not gonna learn anything from that. So you could see skill-based matchmaking as an opportunity to play against better players and therefore learn from them. So if I get matched up against better players, I'm not gonna try and do as well as I did the last few games. I'm just gonna accept the fact that it's there, how annoying it may be. I'm just gonna accept it, and I'm gonna try and get better by it. So the first thing I usually do, especially since I'm playing team deathmatch, is watch the kill cams. I'm not watching all of them, but if I do get killed by a way where I was thinking why or how, then usually the kill cam can get you a lot of information. And I'm trying to look at movement that the other player does, how visible I am, like how bad is my cover. I know how much of a good shot I had. A good aim is what I mean, and I can see how good their aim is. And usually, or sometimes, you're gonna get in those situations where their aim is just better, or they just have the advantage because they jump the corner and you don't, and sick wallbang, by the way. That's gonna happen. But if you can learn from those 2 to maybe 3 games that you're gonna really get your ass kicked by skill-based matchmaking, then next time you're up against the same people, you're gonna be a little bit better. And I don't mean to say just sweat your ass off against those people. Play the same comfortable way, so to say, as you did the last few games, and try to just get a bit better. And then in the end, you're gonna learn from it. Trust me. And the good thing is, that's why I'm playing a lot of team deathmatch. If I get good at playing team deathmatch, that means I'm gonna be better at playing Warzone. Because if you think about it, Warzone, there are objectives, but there aren't that many objectives. It's usually trying to kill each other. At least the way I'm playing it. So if I can get good at gunfights, then I'm gonna get better gunfights in Warzone. I'm actually gonna be better suitable to winning them. And of course, Warzone, whole different meta. But I think the idea of taking cover, picking your shots, and making them miss their shots, that's the core of any shooter. But if you're not really into team deathmatch or just like trying to do better, then there's different methods of actually dealing with skill-based matchmaking. It is gonna happen, there's no denying that. But if you get those matches where the opponent are like really good, maybe pick a weapon you're not good with, or a weapon that's underleveled for you, and play with that for a few matches. What's gonna happen is you're most likely gonna perform worse than you usually are. I mean, for example, this gameplay, I'm using the Type 95 and the Mac 10, which is... I'm playing those, by the way, because I'm leveling up the guns. I know Type 95 is really overpowered right now. It's probably going to get nerfed. So I at least want to get the max level for it before the nerf happens. Mac 10, maybe the same thing, although I don't think they're going to nerf it that bad. But that's not the point I'm trying to make. The point I'm trying to make is that if you use weapons you're not good with, then you're going to do not as good for a few matches. That means your skill, so to say, like the skill bracket you're getting matched in, is gonna lower. And after a while, you'll get more attachments for that weapon, and you'll probably get the hang of it, how to use the weapon. And that means that you're gonna have a lower skill bracket, but you're like picking up your regular skill and applying that to your newfound weapon. Which means that for the next few games, after doing decent or maybe bad, that's alright, you're going to be doing better, and you're going to have, well, I think more fun with the game. And it's a sad mechanic. I know explaining this, I'm just thinking in my head, like, why are they going to make, like force us to do bad so we can do well again and have fun? But that's just how the game is. And I really think that if you like look past skill-based matchmaking, those matches where you're doing good, you're having like fun, those matches are really fun. And I'll be honest, the harder matches are, yeah, they are pretty annoying. They're not fun usually, or at least in most people's perspective. But the matches that do like that are fun, they are really fun in my opinion, and therefore I really think this is a good game. But they just need to polish a few things to make it complete. And honestly, a ranked playlist would solve everything if you get ranked and casual split up. But they didn't do that last year. A lot of people were like complaining about skill-based matchmaking, so I doubt they're going to do that this year. But until then, if it even happens, these are a few tips that I'm just like to give to you. So, summing everything up, learn from your games, look at the kill cams, try to get better, accept the skill-based matchmaking is there, and it is gonna happen, and it's probably not gonna get fixed, so we better deal with it in order to have a lot of fun on this game. And if you really want to drop your skill, pick up a weapon you haven't used yet, or maybe go for camo challenges that are hard, like, I don't know, shotgun long shots. Just go for it, you'll get a few every match, and then you're gonna have a few good games. This gameplay is wrapping up. There's one kill left, and there it is. My final score was 28-12, so this was one of the better matches. You know, next few matches, they were hard, they were horrible. I'm gonna save you them. But until next time, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I try to respond to everything, I read everything. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like rating. It's much appreciated. And until next time, my name is Seb, and I'm signing out.